And in addition to squatting down and up, we're going to start squatting side to side. So butt down to the knee height, that chest is staying lifted. And remember, I'm always going to give you lots of options. Option number one right now starts with a jump squat. So stay with the stepping squat or head to the jump squat, and you're good to go. When you come back to the center, we're going to stop, step backwards into a lunge. As you step backwards, your chest stays lifted. That back knee comes close to the floor, and you're going for the range. Now, corner diagonal lunges. So front corner and back, other corner and back. As you push away, you're pushing through the back heel, straightening the leg, and squeezing the glute. Hello, Meryl, I see you joining us. This is your last one, and now you're coming down. 2 push-ups. Your push-ups, you're still warming up. You can do them from your knees. Chest down to elbow height, head in line with the spine. Give me 2 more, and then you're going to hold at the top, come to your toes, so you're in a nice long toe plank, and we're going to lift opposites. Lift one arm and the opposite leg only as high as your hips. This is warming up your core, your glutes, your shoulders. Last one. Now, plank position, and you're going to drive the knees in an easy mountain climber. So the knees just an inch above the floor. Try to keep your butt no higher than your shoulders. And you can come on up with a high knee run. All right, catch your breath. Here's what I got coming your way. We've done these before. These are called pyramids. What we're going to do is start with one move, and it'll be 30 seconds long. Then we'll take a break, and then we're going to do 2 moves back to back, and then 3 moves, and then we'll start to peel them away. So it's 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Every move, 30 seconds. You're going to start with a dumbbell in your hands. Now, you can also start with 2. It's really up to you what you've got in terms of weights. So, this is a 10-pound weight, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a squat press for 30 seconds. A squat press. You can add a heel lift or not, but that is what we're starting for 30 seconds in 3, 2, let's go. So down and press. With or without the heel lift. And your weight selection, remember, that is totally your choice. Part of it is a matter of what you're ready for. The other part is what you got. Yeah. All right, catch your breath and watch. Your next move that we're going to do first is a lateral squat with a plate arc. So, down, up, down, up, down. 30 seconds of that, followed immediately by 30 seconds of squat press, just what we did before. We start the lateral squat press with the arc right now. Try to give me a full squat on both sides and get those knees down so that they're both at the same angle. It really is a squat. It is not a lunge. Three seconds to squat press. So down, press, down, press. That heart rate's starting to go a little bit higher. Feeling like you need to catch your breath, and you will. Hold. So check this out. I'm gonna hold this like a goblet, and I'm gonna hold it low, keep the chest lifted, and little squat jump. If you're not a jumper, don't worry. You don't have to jump. Everybody starts. So if you're not a jumper, then give me a big squat and the option of a heel lift. Okay? So squat with the heel lift, without, or jump it out. So this is your 90-second block. If you're thinking, holy crap, this is hard. Good. That means you're working. And lateral squat with a plate arc. So down, up. So you think everything down, everything up. Your arms are straight. And we're still not done, folks. In 3 seconds, squat press. You got this. Drop it down, drive it high, lift the heels. And the good news is that you don't have to do this move again. This is the first one that will start to peel away. Hold. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. So we're peeling that one off. We're coming back. We're going to start with that low hold and the squat jump, the squat with heel raise, or just the plain old squat. Then we'll go to that lateral arc, and it's 1 minute of work. Let's go. So, without the jump, you're driving through the heels. No matter what you're doing, make sure you keep your chest open. You know, as you come down, that dumbbell, that weight, perfectly vertical, perfectly vertical. You don't want to hinge forward. Keep the chest up and bring the butt down. Lateral arc. So everything down, up, down, up. Focus on your range. It's really easy to stop here and not go very low. Full squat. Full squat. Sit into it. Keep the arms straight. And time. So, all I got left is the stub end. No more lateral plate arcs. All I have, 30 seconds with the dumbbell. You're gonna hold it low, keep your chest lifted, and we start in 2, 1. So remember, give me range. If you're not jumping, lift the heels if you can, but focus on getting really low in that squat, and then driving up through the heels. Jumping, if you can. experiment is done. That one's done. You might need a little water. You might need to walk it off and let that heart rate come down, and that's normal and good. And you're going to want it to come down because I got another one. Yeah, new moves. New moves, but it's all going to keep you moving and shake things up. So check this out. You're going to do what's called a sprint tap. That means run forward about 3 or 4 steps, then run backwards. I will give you options in case your space does not allow for this. So watch. This is your run. Get down, get down. If that's not working for you, it's a high knee run. So that's your stationary version. You get to pick. You've got 30 seconds of one of those 2 moves. High knees, pumping your arms, or run it forward, run it back. Let's go. So get down, get back. Option, stay high with the knees. Pump the arms and try to get those knees up to the hip height. Keep the intensity high. And time. All right, check this out, folks. You're gonna do that again, but not before you do what's called a surfer burpee. I'm gonna show you options. Here is the walking option. Walk it. You're gonna sit, step the plank, stand up, and then a little quarter turn at the top. If you're ready to go faster, looks like this. That's a full range surfer burpee. That's where we're going right now. Let's go. So staying up is fine. So if you don't, Deborah, if you don't want to get down, watch this. You're going to give me 2 of those. 2 of those. Okay? That's a great option for you. I'll always give you lots of options, keep you moving. And at the ding, high knees or sprint tap. So bring it down, take it back, or stay high. You'll find which ones you kind of like the best, and you're not stuck with one. You can switch it up. Catch your breath. This next one, this is your 90-second block. 90 seconds. So you're going to breathe for just a moment. And the move that you're going to do, we've done before. A quarter turn drop squat. So from the front, you drop to a squat on the side. Center, side, center, side. That's your move, and it starts in 3, 2, let's go. If the jumping and the turning doesn't work for you, you know I always have options. Your option will be squat down, reach high. So do it just your body weight. Get down, get low, and lift the heels. Think about the range. Think about the range. That's going to keep that heart rate high. And in 5 seconds, surfer burpees. Let's go. So the quarter turn at the top. Deborah, remember, 2 jacks up, 2 squat jacks down. Run in place or sprint, you pick. Now, if you're doing the sprint, check this out. At the front, you want your butt lower than your shoulders. You don't want to be up here. That's going to hurt your back. Get down. Get down. So get down low. You run, you tuck. You run, you get down. That's the secret. Oh, is your heart rate up there yet? Mine is. Now, you're gonna breathe. That was the peak. That was the peak. We're coming back with quarter turn drop squats, followed by surfer burpees. So take a big deep breath, easy for me to say. And your quarter turn drop squats. Start in 3, 2, let's go. As you're coming across in the center, I want you to feel like you're floating. You're on the balls of your feet as you're nice and tall and in the center. Then you drop back to those heels as you come into that squat. Burpees! Yay! Surfer burpees! Take it up. Little quarter turn. You can slow that down if you need to. It is your workout. Remember that. So I want you to push yourself. I want you to get to the point where you're almost breathless. That, my friends, that Maggie, yes, you're moving Maggie, is when you feel the love, when your heart rate gets to the anaerobic zone. Do you feel it? Are you there? Catch your breath. One stub end left. One stub end left. It's just the quarter turn drop squat. So you're breathing. You're ready to go. In. 3, 2, from the front, drop. Ten seconds. All right, how you feeling? I know. I want you to get a drink of water. Big breaths, breathing in. So, while you catch your breath, I'm going to show you the next 3 moves. Yes, there's one more pyramid, one more. I know you don't want it, but you can. This one is less cardio and more strength. So, you're going to start with a couple of dumbbells, and you're going to start with what's called a clean and press. So check this out. I'm going to do it from the side so you can see that my knees bend and that the dumbbells stay really close to my body. So, it's boom, up, boom, down. Bend, push, bend, release. From the front, looks like this. All right? So that's move number 1, with whatever weight you feel appropriate. I have 10 pounds in my hands. I could do probably 15 pretty easily. So you gotta figure out what you have and what works for you. The second move is just the top half of that. So check this out. Little half squat up. I'm bending my knees and I'm pressing overhead so that I'm using the power through my legs to help get those dumbbells up. And then the last move is just going to be hold and squat. That's it. That's it. So, starting with 30 seconds, your first move is the clean and press. You've got your weights, you're ready to go, your feet are hip distance apart, and we start right now. So bring it up, up, down, down. Remember, your legs are bending. Every time those dumbbells are at your shoulders, your knees are bent. It gives you power on the way up and shock absorption on the way down. So bend, push, bend, release. Bend, push. Now start You can take a quick break. You saw what was coming next. So the difference between the two moves is that now we're only doing the top half. Remember what I said about your knees? They're always bent when the dumbbells are at your shoulders. So you're gonna start with them bent, then push up, bend, push. That's the whole move. That's the whole move. And that starts in 3, 2, we're off. So bend, push, bend, push. Now what I want you to see is the placement of my hips. Make sure that you sit backwards into a half a squat. You don't want those hips going forward. Sit into it. That's going to protect your back. So half squat up, driving through, and in 3 seconds, clean and press. So clean, press. So this is the bend, push, bend, release. Bend, push, bend, release. Find your pattern. You got this, Maggie. I see you with your brand new barbell. So, Maggie has a barbell, and she's using it for this move, which is perfect. But dumbbells work just as well. Just as well. All right, you can put that weight down. Shake out your arms just a little bit. We're gonna have just a front squat. Just the front squat. That means hold the weights at your shoulders. Now your feet are wider than your hips, and you just go down and up. That's it. That's it. I'm letting you have the full 30 seconds to breathe. Now make sure you're ready to roll at the ding. Drop it down and up. Now Maggie, if you want extra challenge, put that barbell in front instead of behind. So put it up, put those elbows forward. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's your option. At the ding, we go from just the bottom, feet hip distance, half squat up. Now we're just the top. So bend, push, bend, push. So this is your 30-second or your 90-second block. You're breathing and you're almost ready for that clean and press. So start at the side. Bend, push, bend, release. Bend, push, release. Drive it up through the heels. This is when you're using your legs and you're bracing your core super hard so that you keep those dumbbells moving. You keep your back safe and straight. Breathe. Put your weights down. Shake out those arms. Shake them out. You peaked. By the way, I don't have any more pyramids when we're finished with this one, just in case you were wondering, just in case, all right? So breathe deep. My dog says, promise, no more after this. We're coming back to the weighted squats, dumbbells at the shoulders, feet wider than hips, and start dropping. Eli, stop. Drive through the heels. I want you to think, can I sit a little bit lower in that squat? Can I really drive through the heels and find a little power on the way up? Yeah, drive it up. You got this. Last one, feet under hips. Feet under hips. Bend, push. Bend, push. You got this. You're using your legs. You're sitting into the half a squat to make sure that you've got the power and the long straight back. Last one, and Woo, put it down. How are those shoulders feeling? I know. I know. You're sweating, you're working. This is what you wanted, right? So keep breathing. All we have left is that weighted squat. So Mags, you can have that in the front or the back. If you're feeling pressure in the lower back, Maggie, with it in, if it's in the front, then put it behind your back. Be safe. And we drop. Really drive through those heels. Five seconds left. All right, put those weights down. You are on break. Like I said, there are no more pyramids today, but I want you to get some water and let that heart rate come down a bit. So you've got your towel, you're feeling good, and here's what I've got coming for you next. 2 rounds of drop sets. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna give you 3 moves. You can do this with or without a weight, but if you can do it with a weight, please do. And you probably don't want, you want something in the 5-pound kind of range, plus or minus, plus or minus. So Meryl, you might be able to go up to 10 pounds, you'll be fine with that. But most of you are going to be closer to the 5-pound range. Let me show you what we're going to do. You're going to start with that, the head of your dumbbell or hands on the ends of whatever weight you're using. You're going to take that dumbbell, you're going to put it over your head, and by over your head, I mean slightly in front of your head, not like this. Do you see what happens to my back? I have to arch it. So keep it slightly in front so you see your elbows and your peripheral vision. And then you're going to jump your lunge, holding it up here. So it's going to look like this. Now if you don't jump, you're going to do the same thing without the jump. And you're going to do that for 25 seconds. Then you're going to keep jumping or stepping, but you're going to hold it here. So this is the first block, this is the second block. Third block, no weights at all. All right, so weight overhead, weight at the collar, weight down. 25 seconds per block. You've got just enough time to take one more sip of water while I put in the timer. There's a method to my madness. I'm giving you a big breather because this is going to be a hard block of work, a hard block. There will be a second block. I'll get to that in all due time. So you've got your dumbbell. You're ready to go. You're jumping your lunge or stepping it with your plate overhead. So, the stepping version. You're moving quick. You're bringing the knees low to the floor as you can. The jumping version. Get as low as you are able to. When you hear the next ding, keep moving the legs. Just bring the dumbbell to the collar. Hold it close. And remember, if you get to the point where you're like, I got nothing left, then stop jumping. Start stepping. Keep moving. 10 seconds. After those 10, you're going to put down the weight and you're going to keep moving as fast as you can. Faster than you are now. Put it down. Pump the arms. If you're jumping, that's it. Less than 10 seconds. Woo. All right. The good news is you get to breathe, and I'm going to show you what's coming your way next. We start with jump squats or squat reaches. Either one works. Are you ready? Yep. So squat jump or squat and reach. If you're not jumping, then focus on your range. Get that butt low, then reach high and lift the heels up. So down, reach. Now, in 5 seconds, we're gonna make it easier. Watch. Down, half, jump. Down, half, jump. So pulse low twice. And then explode to the top. The non-jumping version. Lift the heels on that full squat as you come up to the top. Now in 3 seconds, chest up, butt low. Stay low. Just pulse. Almost there. 6, 5, 4. Woo. All right, good news. We're gonna do both moves, both sit blocks, one more time. One more. That means dumbbell over the head, lunging, lunging. Are you ready? Probably not. Let's do it anyway. Yeah? So remember, if you got no jump left, then make it a fast and big step back lunge. The goal if you're stepping is to get that back knee close to the floor. To get that front thigh parallel to the floor. You got this. Keep your feet moving. Bring the dumbbell to your collar. Dumbbell at the collar. Yep, move quick. Move quick. Meryl, you're killing it, baby. You're killing it. Alicia, nothing but love. As long as you're giving me that range, that's all I'm looking for. That's beautiful, Amy. Beautiful. Regina, you're killing it. Come on, Max, you got a couple more jumps. Put the plates down. Plates down. You got nothing in your hands. Pump the arms and let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Meryl, get lower. Get lower. Lower, Meryl. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. Keep going. All right. You got one more in you, right? That is our squat jump. Then 2 pulses at the bottom with the squat jump, and then nothing but pulses. I promise if you make it through this, our cardio will be done. It'll be done. So give me what you got. Squat jumps. If you're not jumping, then focus on the range. Get low. Power up and lift those heels. We are going to add 2 pulses now. So down, half, jump. See it through. I know it's burning, but I know you got this. Feet nice and wide. Sink down. Lift the chest. Woo! Stay with it, ladies and gents. You can and you will. Less than 10 seconds. Woo! Breathe. I promise you, the cardio for today is done. Done. We're not finished, but the cardio is. So get your breath, get your water. while you're catching your breath, I'm going to tell you why I did that to you. You're thinking, why? Why? Because that was high intensity interval training. That forces your heart rate to get closer to your anaerobic threshold. When you get to that threshold, when you push slightly higher than that threshold, what you're doing is you're increasing your metabolic capacity. That means you can work harder the next time, and that you're going to burn many more calories this afternoon when you do nothing but sit on your butt. So you're welcome for that. Now, we're going to bring it down, and we're going to be doing some core work. So you're going to want, from here, a mat. I'm changing up my timer one more time. So give me just 1 sec. You are going to start in a push-up. Yes, I told you that the heart rate work was done, but I didn't say that the strength work was done. So what we're going to start with is a Superman push-up. Now I'm going to show you options for this, so check me out, please. You're going to start with a push-up, and you can do it from the knees. I'm going to show you both options. Knee option, down, up, then from the toes, opposite extension. Push from the knees, lift from the toes. Or you do it from the toes. We're going to start there, and then after 30 seconds of that, you can do just the push-up. So we will kill the extension. We will only do the push-up. So with that, we start in 3, 2, push-up with extension. So down, up, extend, down, extend. "15 seconds, keep going. Now just push, just the push-up, chest to elbow height. You got this, Regina. You got this. Full range. When your range or your form starts to sound compromised, then you put those knees down. Come on down to a side hover, and we're going to be doing a side hover with a hip lift. So from here, reach tall, and simply come up and down, up and down. So it's a tiny move, and you want to think about stopping at your center line. And that means your head to your top leg, that's a straight line. That's your center line. And you move up about 4 to 6 inches from there. Now when you hear that next ding, you're just going to lift up that top leg parallel to the floor and hold it there. Right now. Yeah, right now, Max. So get that top leg parallel to the floor. All you have to do is hold. I know, easier said than done. Come on down, and you're on your back. From here, we're going to scissor our legs, reach, and tuck our chin in toward our chest. The angle of your legs will increase the intensity, and if you need, you can also keep the knees bent, all right? So scissor if you can. Your lower back is in contact with the floor. From your bra line to your butt, that's what stays in contact. Bend the knees. Simply pulse. Pulse up. Your shins are parallel to the floor. Knees are directly over the hips. Come on up. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. That means elbows down, hip lifts, reaching toward the ceiling, and simply coming up, center, up, center. Let's go. Keep going. You're feeling a little heat in that oblique. Yep. Right at that belt line on the bottom. Now, hold still and lift that top foot. Hold still. You're pushing down through the forearm. You're reaching high. You're stabilizing. And come on down. We're coming back to the push-ups. Yep, back to the push-ups. I'm gonna grab a towel because I'm leaving lots of sweat marks on my mat. How about you? All right, so down, up, and reach. Down, up, and reach. Now just push. Just push. Remember, a perfect range and perfect form push-up is better done from your knees, if you're struggling. So, poor range, poor form on the toes. No, give me perfect range, perfect form from your knees. Side hover, one side. And we've got the hip lift. So reach and lift. Your elbow stays directly underneath your shoulder. That protects your rotator cuff. You also protect it by stopping at that center line and not coming too low with your hips. All right, hold that leg up, stay still. This round might be a little bit more challenging to keep that leg up. That's good. All right, you're on your back. You're on your back. Scissoring your legs and reaching past the thighs. Chin is tucked in, legs at an angle, and we go. Keep going, focus on that lower back. If you start to feel that it's too much, then just bring your legs a little bit higher. That will take the tension off the lower back. Now freeze the knees over the hips and pulse while you crunch. And we're going to finish on the other side. So, other side hover. Elbow down, hips are up, and up, center, up, center. So the good news is that by now, your heart rates have come down. But then what you probably are noticing is that you're still sweating a lot. And that's the after effect of hitting that anaerobic threshold. Stay still, leg up, hold right there. Pressing down through the forearm, finding just a little bit more. Don't put those hips down. And I got good news. You made it to the end. So I want you to cross the ankles. Cross them and then bring those elbows nice and close. Try to get your forearms down to the floor. Feeling the release in the lower back and in the glutes. Come on up. Once you're there, we're going to bring both legs around to the same side. So your knees are round, both are bent, and you're going to come over that front knee. As you do, you should feel the glute of the front leg begin to release. And that's a great start. But if you're ready for a deeper stretch, you're going to lift your chest up just long enough to straighten your back leg. Make sure you square your hips and you've got that heel tucked into that hip. Then come back down over that knee, get as low as you can, and you will feel a deeper stretch. Walk the elbows inside just a bit towards that front toe. By changing the angle of your spine, you will change the focus of the stretch. Lift up, and we're going to switch sides. So both knees to the other side, then down for that level one. And if you want to hit that level two, you know what to do. Straighten the back leg, square the hips, tuck that heel in. Come down over the front knee. And then walk inside toward that front toe, just a little bit. And we're going to come up to our feet at this point to continue with some standing stretches. So once you're up, you're going to take your feet wide. You're going to hinge at the hips with a nice straight back and put your hands on your knees to support your upper body weight. This, friends, feels a little bit naughty. So stick out the chest, stick out your butt, and you're going to feel a really good stretch in those hamstrings when you keep them as straight as you can. Then round the back, let those hands come closer to the floor, and you feel the stretch shift to the lower hamstrings and the lower back. Now slowly roll up through the spine. Once you're there, front lunge. Front leg bends, back leg is pretty straight, heel is lifted. Take your hips and push them forward by bending that front knee. Then whatever leg is back, reach that arm nice and high and across to your front leg. As you reach high and lean away, you should feel a really good release through that hip. Switch sides. Press forward, reach, lean. All the way up. And quad stretch. So one hand out, heel to the butt, knees stay nice and close. Switch. And take the hands and intertwine in front. Drop the shoulders, drop the head. Stretching the upper back and the neck. Reverse. Clasp behind the back. Extend the elbows. Releasing that chest. We're bringing arms straight across. Gently pull. Stretching out that shoulder. And then the elbow. Nice and high, pulling towards your center line. And switch elbows. Now that other arm comes straight across. Now take your hands all the way out to the side. And the last thing we do is give ourselves a big old round of applause. So thank you guys so much.